Hey friend, welcome to the Self-Care Isn't Selfish podcast. I'm your host, Emily Nichols. As a Whole30 certified coach, wife, busy working boy mom, and your self-care guru, I'm here to help you start putting yourself first without the guilt. Each week you'll hear motivating and practical tips on how you can create a habit of self-care through interviews with my amazing guests or quick solo episodes with me. After each episode, you'll walk away with an action plan and feel empowered to implement what you have learned into your life. So grab a cup of coffee, glass of wine, or your favorite sparkling water, and let's do this. Hey gang, welcome back to the Self-Care Isn't Selfish podcast. This is episode 16, another self-care quickie tip with me. This time I'm talking all about food freedom and what that means, especially since we're headed into the holiday season. So Melissa Hartwig Urban, the co-creator of the Whole30, defines food freedom as this: you are in control of the food you eat instead of food controlling you. Let me say that again for the people in the back. You are in control of the food you eat instead of food controlling you. You know, everyone's definition of food freedom is personal. Mine is I can eat the cookie or 2 or 3, but not eat 30 cookies. Through multiple Whole30 resets, reintroductions, and so forth, I've really learned what my food freedom looks like and how certain foods affect me mentally and physically. Since we're headed into the holiday season, the day I'm recording this, we're a week away from Thanksgiving. I want to give you some strategies to really enjoy the foods and traditions that you love during the holidays without the guilt, without the shame, and without feeling cruddy physically and mentally afterwards. Now, just a reminder, I have my exclusive Whole30 January group starting January 1st with our prep, and our first Whole30 day 1 will be Monday, January 6th. I only offer these group options in January and September other than my virtual anytime courses and private one-on-one coaching. And January is a really good time, obviously, to do a reset. And if you're wondering, okay, what's the difference between a reset versus a diet? Well, really first, a reset focuses on improving your overall health, not just losing the weight. And a reset really encourages the formation of new habits, overriding your old unhealthy habits that got you into trouble in the first place. And it really helps you address and redefine your relationship with food and find other ways to really reward or comfort yourself, relieve stress. And it will truly change you psychologically, and physiology. Your taste buds change, your blood sugar regulation, energy, hormone balance, digestion, immune. So all of these healthy habits are supported from the inside out. So that's the difference between a reset and a diet. And I hope you'll join me for my January group. You can follow the link in the show notes to sign up. Like I mentioned, we start January 1st, just prepping for the Whole30, and then Monday, January 6th is day 1. I'll have my online app and free community for you guys to use to access my course, which includes a lot of free downloads, weekly videos, daily emails from me coaching you through your Whole30, and a lot more. And we talk a lot about various ways to take care of yourself as far as self-care, because in my opinion, as you guys know, Whole30 is a big part of my self-care, and I think it can help you find your own version as well. So follow the link in the show notes. And from now until December 1st, I am offering early bird pricing. Now, this is for serious clients only. You're looking to invest in yourself right now and go ahead and start planning for January. If you follow the link and at checkout, use the code EARLYBIRD, you'll receive my January Whole30 group coaching option for only $99. So just EARLYBIRD, all one word, all caps at checkout. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in my Whole30 January group. Now, what I love about the Whole30 is, Melissa's very realistic in that she's like, hey, after your Whole30 reintroduction and food freedom, there's going to be slips or triggers that happen in your life, like the holidays, for example. You're moving through your food freedom, you're eating to look and feel your best, and then, there's your grandma's pumpkin pie and the stuffing and the gravy and the alcohol and all of that. And now you're stressed out about what choices you want to make. So take the time to really think about what foods are worth it to you or not based on what you've learned about yourself through the Whole30 and how those foods will affect you mentally and or physically. And this looks different for everyone because your food freedom is personal to you. Like I mentioned, my food freedom version looks like this. I eat the cookie or 2 or 3. I just don't eat all 30 cookies, which is what I would have done in the past, and then felt shame and guilt and had some digestive issues and probably breaking out from all the sugar as well. So let me give you 3 strategies that always help me when I'm thinking about going into the holidays and my food freedom. Number 1, just slow down. Okay? Slow down and enjoy that time with your family. Is the holidays really about the food? Or is it about the time with your loved ones? If you're saying it's about the food, I don't care about my loved ones. We're in a different boat here. But, slow down. Enjoy those traditions. If your grandma spends her Thanksgiving morning making you the most beautiful, delicious pumpkin pie, and you enjoy eating it because your grandma made it for you, then you enjoy that pumpkin pie, friend. Go for it. Eat it slowly. Savor it. When you're sitting down for a meal, slow down. Savor every bite. It's not a race to clear your plate, and it's okay if you don't. No matter what your mom told you when you were little, it's okay if you don't clear your plate. But just slow down and enjoy it, and enjoy that tradition. There might be some type of special dish that you only get at certain times of year that your family makes for the holiday season. Why deprive yourself of that? If you want it, if it's worth it to you, you know how it may affect you mentally or physically, then go for it. Don't eat the whole pie, but having a slice or 2 because your grandma made that pie just for you and it reminds you of the love she has for you, then enjoy that pie. So slow down while you're eating and really think about your loved ones and the true meaning behind the holidays versus it just being about the food. Number 2, don't consider the holidays a cheat day. I hate that word, cheat day, or 2 words. Because if you want to enjoy those treats, you're not cheating on anything. That's just part of your food freedom. However, what I would not suggest doing is starving yourself that day or leading up to that holiday party so you can just go hog wild and eat everything. Because I guarantee you will not feel super great. There will be guilt and shame associated with that, and there will be physical ramifications if depending on what you're eating. And I'm just speaking from my own personal experience. So maybe going into the holidays, eat breakfast, eat a healthy fat and protein and greens so you feel good going into your holiday meal and don't feel like it's a cheat day. It's just any other day throughout your food freedom with a little extra specialness mixed in there. So don't go hog wild. Enjoy some breakfast, eat beforehand, and it's not a cheat day. This is just another day of your food freedom. And lastly, tip number 3, if you do decide to eat all 30 cookies instead of just 2 or 3, like I was saying my food freedom looks like, who cares? Is that going to throw you off for like the rest of your life? Heck no, it won't. So if all the wheels in your mind fall off and you are just eating all the food and you're going to feel horrible the next day, here's some tough love. Get over it. It will be okay, I promise. We all have slips. We all have moments where we just get caught up in the moment. You have one too many glasses of wine. You're eating all the dessert, all the food, and later on you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to feel like total crud tomorrow. That's okay. It doesn't mean you eat like that for the rest of your life. You just go back to your food freedom or even go back to a mini Whole30 reset if you feel like you need to reset the dial as far as what your food freedom and your body needs to feel your best. That's okay. So if you go hog wild, don't feel bad about it. That's just another day, and tomorrow is another day to live out your food freedom. I hope these food freedom tips were helpful, especially as we're heading into the holidays. let's just take a deep breath right now. Because if you're like me, you might be feeling a little stressed leading into the holidays and all the things. Let's do it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That feels better. So enjoy your food freedom. Don't get caught up in the food you're eating or not eating during the holidays, and give yourself a little bit of grace and just enjoy this time with your loved ones. If you're wanting to learn a little bit more about food freedom, one of my favorite Whole30 books, it really changed the way I viewed Whole30 and what my food freedom looks like, is Food Freedom Forever. I'll include a link in the show notes if you want to check it out as well. I so appreciate you all listening. Please take a screenshot of you listening and tag me at Emily Nichols 22 or at Self-Care Isn't Selfish Podcast. Let me know your biggest takeaways, and don't forget to leave a rating and review on iTunes. It makes it easier to find this show, and I just so appreciate it. So sending you all a virtual hug. I'm grateful for all of you this holiday season. Enjoy your food freedom, and remember, self-care isn't selfish.